What kind of things do you do? Even if you can give us an example, whatever comes to your mind, what kind of things do you do to make your classroom settings culturally responsive so that all students can learn?
All right. Well, first of all, and this is something that when I had the opportunity to have mentors under me, I would start off with content is no disrespect to the content that you teach. Content is not the most important thing. Oops, I said it. The first 3 days that you are in front of students, you have an opportunity to connect with those students that you teach. That connection that you make, first of all, to let these students see that you're a human being. You do things like they do. You like to go to McDonald's once in a while. You like to eat pizza. You like these sports. You like these sports teams. This is where you're from. These are the experiences that you had. This is my family. This is what we do. This is where my family came from. These are some of the obstacles I've had to overcome. Those first 3 days, I design activities, and I'll still do that today, that will allow the students to get to know me, but also in a way where students feel comfortable. I get to know them. One of the things I do right now is I have students design what's called a word collage. Right now everything's digital. We pretty much have gone to a completely digital platform, but I have the students design on whatever digital platform, Microsoft Word or Google Docs, Google Slides, Microsoft PowerPoint. They create a slide with their name in the middle and then a bunch of words peppered all over the screen. I have them do a minimum of 10 words, but as many as they want, that help me to understand them. Now, I do one first. I show them one that I made of myself. And it has words that describe interests that I have, things that I'm very passionate about. And when they read that, and they read words like friendly, family, sports, golf, church, music, movies, travel, when they see all those words peppered on the screen, they get to say, oh, so he's the guy that likes to do this. His family's important to him. His faith is important to him. Teaching students is important to him. They get to get a picture painted, and I have them do one for me, which allows me to get to know them. So those first 3 days, sometimes it's the first week of school, I'm doing activities which allow me to connect with my students. So that's kind of how I get into the school year. After that, I find it's easy to teach them anything. It doesn't matter what I'm teaching them. So that to me is how I get things started, making that connection. What was the next part of your question, or did I address it?
I think you kind of hit it. I was just asking kind of what were some of the techniques and methods you used to make your classroom more culturally responsive, so everyone.
Okay, so that's a start.
Right.
Once I do that, then when I get into content and things like that, I have some. And this is just my methodology. It doesn't mean that this is the way, but this is the way that I do. I like to introduce whatever it is by me introducing a topic. First part, usually we have some kind of a bell ringer which poses a question to get the kids to think. I always like to start things with a question. Then I get responses from students. Hopefully, if things have gone well those first 3 days, students will be more inclined to respond to a question prompt. After that, I like to do some type of modeling. I like to do some type of instruction to show kids, this is the thing we're doing, this is how you do this. Then I like to give them a try at doing it. I really like to take time to praise students. They get it. If students don't quite get it, hey, you're almost there. But, to try to create an atmosphere where everybody feels that they can be successful. And there's a number of ways in my instructional practices that I can do that. So that's kind of one thing that I do. I like to model, and then from there, I can break out into a number of different activities.
Love it. Love it.